This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What is up, everybody? This just popped in. Huge shout out to my boy Nico, who just gave me the phone call. I was about to chill. I just got off my appointment like 30 minutes ago, and I get this call that Jimmy Garoppolo is staying. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? Are you freaking serious? Like, the fact that he's still here? I am skeptical now. You know, I'm very skeptical on this team now. What I mean by being skeptical is my only question. Hear me out. Are we trying to just get a trade value? Because after the deadline passes by, we either have to keep them. So which team is going to want them? So are we trying to make a trade value? Because there's going to be quarterbacks during the regular season who are going to get injured. And I don't hope on nobody. But you gotta look at it this way. If you keep Jimmy Garoppolo as your piece, there's going to be a team that's going to want a quarterback, right? So that's kind of thinking, right? That's kind of like being skeptical in some ways. But then I heard reports that they are afraid of Seattle getting Jimmy Garoppolo. Why should we be afraid of a team that's completely rebuilding? Yes, Seattle may have our number, but why would you be concerned? If anything else, dude, it kind of ruins their freaking draft market, if I'm being honest, because if they want to get a top quarterback, they ain't going to freaking do squat. Jimmy is going to ruin their fucking draft spots. I get it. You want to make sure that Seattle doesn't get a quarterback. I get that part, but you can't be afraid. You got to embrace competition. And the best way to build your team is to develop with your quarterback. You don't want your young quarterback to look behind his damn shoulders because of the veteran. Because if he messes up a little bit, he has to be wondering, well, if I don't step up my game, Jimmy's going to take my job. That's going to be the problem. And if it comes down to the locker room, they are going to say, well, don't worry about it. We can go back with Jimmy because we went to the NFC Championship game. That is the only thing they're going to put in, and we don't need that. This is what divides locker rooms. You got a guy who led us to the NFC Championship game, took us to a Super Bowl, and you're still keeping the guy on the roster, knowing that this offense is very limited under Jimmy Garoppolo. So you're telling me that the best way to stay competitive is to hold on to a freaking quarterback that your division might want to take? Are you serious? I don't even think Seattle is even interested. I think they're really in for the tank. Like, if they were very serious, bro, they would have made a phone call for this trade, but it never happened. So you're scared that as soon as we cut Jimmy Garoppolo, Seattle's going to probably make a call. I don't even think they're really that interested of freaking Jimmy. It's possible because he gets cut. You get him on a cheaper deal. A couple of other teams might be interested because nobody wants him. Stop being a freaking car salesman shit, man. Yeah, much lower, but backup. But maybe trade him for more value later, yeah. but it's still kind of a distraction. You don't want to have a distraction on your quarterback. It's only good if we can get a trade value, but I don't really think it's smart. We're trying to keep him away from our division. I get it now, but it's just stupid. What's the point? Okay, you restructured his contract for better purpose. So on paper, if we decide to keep him on the roster, yeah, that's true. You're right about it. We do have a good backup situation now. Yep, I can agree with what you're saying, but what's the purpose? Is this going to be a distraction? Because, there's the quarterback controversial. It leads to a lot of problems. Yeah, it's a good deal we keep for now, but much lower salary, solid backup plan. Maybe trade him for more values later on. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping because this is what I'm skeptical about. Are we just keeping them for trade values? Because it's only until the deadline that we can make a trade. So midway through the season, there might be a team that has a quarterback injury. So that's not. So if Trey gets hurt, we're screwed with Sudfeld. Yeah, we are. Dude, why would I say that? Don't take you serious, bro. I said it wouldn't surprise me if we keep him. I did say the same thing as you, Moses, about him. I just thought it was already leaning towards the end. I take you serious. Come on, man. I think you're kind of funny, man. I feel like you are right about Quantress Knight. You said it best. Quantress Knight can be one of the guys that makes the roster. Versatility is very important. He might even start at safety if word is out. I think that's what makes him viable. But you did say something about Jimmy Garoppolo, but a lot of us were kind of like in that situation where we're like, you know what? They're already given the keys to Trey. Maybe they're looking to move on. And Moses, I kind of had some skepticals too. I was like thinking they're probably just going to hold on to him as much as they can. So they got until midway to the season to get this guy. Yeah. All right, man. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what could happen. Yep. Yep. See you on checkup, bro. I take you serious, man. I think Quantress Knight has a better chance to make the team as far as I'm concerned. I think he can be a safety or a nickel, like a backup. He looks pretty good. I didn't say I was sleeping on him. I just wasn't sure about him. But you're right about what you said about Garoppolo. You did say it wouldn't surprise because they're not fully convinced with Trey all the way. So you don't know. But my question is, are we just going to keep Jimmy Garoppolo inactive? Because that's being skeptical. That's being critical. Because if you're just going to keep this guy on the roster and just keep him on the bench or just don't even have him play a single down, bro, then what's the purpose? That's holding down a roster spot, right? So we're going to use Jimmy Garoppolo as hostage. So, hey, guys, since you don't want to make a trade with Jimmy Garoppolo, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. That's what the Niners are doing right now. They're holding hostage on Jimmy now because other teams were pretty much like going to wait. They were going to wait. They were going to say, well, Jimmy's going to get cut at this point. And then they found out the news. They're like, oh, shit. Man, yeah, he's going to be QB number 2. That's what we're hoping for. But it looks like we're holding hostage right there, man. Holding freaking hostage. Hostage, bro. I think this is what the Niners strategy is. We're not going to get rid of Jimmy until you give us something. You're not going to get him. Yes, I agree. Moses, I wasn't very sure with Sudfeld. I think Sudfeld sucks. Purdy's more like a development, if I'm being honest. Yep, you're right about it. I don't see no good value with Nate Sudfeld. Nate Sudfeld's a terrible quarterback. I never understood why we even pay the guy $2 million. He sucks. Brock Purdy, he's a project, so he's probably going to be on the practice squad. Here's what we can do. Yep, that's what I'm hoping for, man. But what's the best way to go? You know what? Looking at the outside looking in, we can't do no worse. We can just keep him as a backup. Most teams are screwed up with freaking injuries at quarterback. Sudfeld, yeah, he has potential, but bye-bye Sudfeld. Sudfeld's $2 million guaranteed. Well, that's a crazy move. Yep. It's a crazy move that we can't even move on. But we got cap space. We're going to hold them hostage. Yeah. Even last week when I mentioned what Jed York said, I got to have a chat with Dion today's show. Yeah, I think Jed York is making that intention, bro. I agree with you. Moses, I never said I don't take you serious. I just think that sometimes we all have a different agreement, but I agree on what you said about I agreed on certain players that you were talking about. Like I think that Quatrez Knight has a good chance to make the team. I think he can be one of the better slot corners if we put him in different positions, but I really do like Samuel Womack more better. Yep, we're looking forward to the round check. You know what's going to happen on the round check? We're going to hear nothing but Jimmy boys. Yeah, how's it going, Miss Bird Gang? It had to be popping. Niners news keeps popping in, and it's crazy. Yeah, yeah, you still my dude, bro. It's just all love, my dude. I like debating. You know what I mean? Make sure to hit that like, everybody, and shout out to the BGN Sports Media for representing your boy CG Ruthless Sports, who is the proud representative of the San Francisco 49ers and proud sponsor of the BGN Sports Media. Shout out to Bird Gang 31 for making me the top guy, in the business. Because he knows I'm entertaining. He knows I bring the best Niners content in the freaking business. Bar none. Remember a few years ago when Minnesota had Bridgewater and a decent team and he went down? Yep. That's what the situation seems like now. It seems like it. It does seem like the situation we're going to hold hostage. We want ransom. That's what we want. Like we're saying, no, Jimmy. We're going to get you on hostage. Hey, other teams, since you don't want them, we're going to hold on to them mid-season. Or we might just hold them for the entire season. You're screwed. That's what it seems like. The Niners are playing this little hostage game. Like they're kind of saying, if you're not going to give us something in return for Garoppolo, then we're just going to hold on to him. We're just not going to let y'all have him. If you don't like him, if you don't want him, we'll keep him. But you need to pay up. Pay up. That's what it seems like. We're doing a hostage. It seems like we're doing a freaking hostage. We're like doing a hostage on this guy. So this is what the Niners are doing right now. So this is a perfect example of doing what we do best. We're just going to put them in hostage. Like, pay up. Pay up. We'll wait. Yeah. It's Trey. It's got to be Trey's team, bro. There's no way. Like, Garoppolo is behind the playbook. He hasn't practiced, and it's kind of a weird way to look at it that way. I don't even think this is even a question, bro. This is more like we're just holding on to Jimmy for value reasons. Like, I'm thinking this is exactly what he said. This is exactly what Moses said it best. Like, if a team has a quarterback injury in the regular season, dude, we can get a first-round pick or a second. I know this sounds crazy, but there's going to be a desperate team late in the season. There's going to be a desperate team who has a quarterback injury. And I don't wish no injury on nobody. I don't. But I'm not saying it, okay? Just imagine that Derek Carr had a torn ACL. Who are they going to call? Who does Josh McDaniel knows? He's going to call the front office of the 49ers and call for Jimmy Garoppolo. But I don't wish it on nobody. But I'm just saying like an if theory, like let's say this happens. That's a perfect situation to call for. But don't take it like I said it like that. Like that's just a perfect example. Like if this happens, Josh McDaniels is going to make a phone call for fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. So that's pretty much like saying, well, they're going to give us a second round or something, or maybe more. But that's a perfect example. Or even this. Or even worse, you might see another team like Miami, for example. No, Miami's good. Never mind. But the Jets, they might even be. No, they're not desperate. They suck. Like, what am I thinking? The Jets freaking suck. Woo, let's see. What other team could be desperate down the road? But they have to fit the system. So if a team, but we'll see what happens, man. See, I don't wish it on nobody. I don't. But if it comes down to a team like the Raiders or a team like it's got to be a team that wants to be contending. So it could be a team like the Ravens, like Lamar gets injured, they might have to limit the offense. I don't know. Or the Colts if Matt Ryan can't stay healthy, or the Vikings if Kirk Cousins is out for the year. Who are they going to lean towards? Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, there's other value. There's other markets. Like, I don't think the Giants give a shit. They ain't going to go for fucking Garoppolo, even if the injuries happen. But you do have possibility. Like, you know that there's going to be a team that has the injuries, and we're going to hold on to this, and we're going to freaking get something. This is the example of hostage. Like, hey, you don't want them? Okay, we're going to hold them. You ain't going to get them. That's it. We're just going to try to hold on to them until somebody pays up. This is like kidnapping. This is like perfect example of kidnapping. Like, hey, you don't want them? Okay, well, we'll take them. We got them. There's going to be a couple of teams. Like, it could be the Raiders with the injury with Carr, or it can be a team like the Colts with Matt Ryan, Vikings with Kirk Cousins, Packers with Aaron Rodgers. Like, if Green Bay has an injury at fucking quarterback, they might make a phone call for Garoppolo. Like, hell, bro. There's going to be a couple of teams out there. The Cleveland Browns, they might even have to deal with injuries at quarterback, and they might have to pay up. Like, dude, wouldn't that be the strangest offseason that the Cleveland Browns make quarterback moves and their quarterbacks are all injured before Watson even returns, bro? That would be fucking strange. But you got to picture that. You got to look at it that way. Got to be skeptical. I'm just concerned. Like, is this what's going to happen? There's just possibilities. There's just those ifs if those injuries happen. Like, if there's going to be another team out there. Oh, the Saints. The New Orleans Saints. I forgot about the New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston is an injury away. Taysom Hill, he's going to get hurt. I got a gut feeling that you're going to see Jimmy Garoppolo with the New Orleans Saints. You heard it here. Jimmy Garoppolo before midseason, maybe during the midseason, he's going to be a member of the New Orleans Saints. If I'm wrong, I'll take full accountability. But these are my destinations for him when it comes down to the regular season. He'll either play between the Vikings if it comes down to Kirk's injury, or the Raiders. Or this might sound crazy. If Mac Jones gets injured, he comes back to Foxborough. He comes back to the Patriots. That's different. That's definitely a possibility out there. But mark my words, there's going to be a team out there. But I have a gut feeling he will play with the Saints. Because if Jameis Winston's out and if Taysom doesn't cut it, bro, I think the Saints have themselves a chance to get this guy. And he's taking a fucking significant pay cut, bro. His pay cut is viable now, bro. There's going to be a team that's going to want him now. It kind of like as soon as you drop the value down, you do a pay cut, all they got to do is just pay him $6.5 million, bro. That's it. They don't have to pay him like $25.5 million no more. So there's going to be a couple of teams that might want to take him cheaper now. So this is definitely like, I was pissed off for a minute, but now you got to look at it this way. We're trying to play our cards. You know what happens when you play your cards, right? You're playing a little bit of poker. You're gonna hold on to that value until it gets worth something. But at the end of the day, this is exactly what they want to do. It's just weird. But that's all I gotta say. But hey, that's all I got to update so far. So it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. But we'll find out soon what team he'll go to, or maybe he'll finish the season with us. So we'll see. But hey, I'll keep you guys updated and stay faithful. Niner Empire, because I'm out.